Hi, I'm Nathan Bajada, the owner of Barji Marine, based up in Somersby on the Central Coast. We're sitting in this 560C bar crusher. It's a mid-2000s model boat, and the owner of it's decided rather than upgrading, they were going to do a really large, comprehensive Garmin Marine refit in the boat, which we've just finished the final commissioning stages on. Taken Fishing World for a bit of a burn in the boat and showcased some of the features of all this late model cutting edge Garmin equipment that's been installed to it. We've replaced an old Furuno 585 and a HDS Lowrance sounder, and in its place put a pair of Garmin GPS Map 8410 XSV screens. So it's these two here. The customer built himself a nice pod. Fortunately, he's handy with a bit of fabrication work, so we've been able to mount that one up in here. And then we've fully modernised the dash here as well. So we've made custom fabricated acrylic dash panels and incorporated a backlit switch panel into it as well. We replaced the old original Yamaha digital gauges, and we've brought all the engine data into the GPS map screens. So now this customer's got a full Yamaha gauge screen up on his Garmin screen. So this is exactly what you would get if you bought a brand new Yamaha. This is the original Yamaha, and through the technology and the handshake between Garmin and Yamaha outboards, we're able to bring all that nice engine telemetry up into the Garmin screens. So by doing that, we've decluttered the dashboard, and we've really just modernised the entire look and feel of this boat and the helm area for this customer. On the sonar side of things, this customer does a bit of everything. Like most people we're finding, they're doing quite a bit of game fishing, and they're also doing a lot of bottom fishing. So to sort of tackle that, we've installed two transducers actually. So an AMR 1 kilowatt, that's the TM275 low high wide, and also the Garmin GT51, which does medium chirp and also side view and clear view. So looking at those images to either side of the boat. So using the Garmin GT51 transducer, it's able to scan out to 150 metres either side. So it's a very, very worthwhile transducer to have on your boat if you're looking to cover new ground and find new reefs. And then of course, the AMR TM275 1 kilowatt is going to give him everything from 10 metres down to 1,000 metres, especially considering we've also incorporated the Garmin GSD 28 black box sonar module into this boat. That's been recently introduced to the market. It's an absolute killer module, especially when it's paired up with the Garmin MSC10, which is Garmin's satellite compass. Now that's providing our customers heave and pitch compensation. So we're able to flatten out the bottom and take out most of the motion that you see from the swell and the waves when you're fishing, and it also really makes those big pelagic marks pop and separate from the big bait balls that we quite often find them on. So in addition to all the sonar equipment, we've also installed a Garmin autopilot into this boat. So now the customer, all he needs to do is set a waypoint, engage the autopilot, sit back, control the throttle speed, keep a watch out and let the boat do all the driving. The interface with the autopilot in the Garmin screens is seamless, and again, using that Garmin satellite compass makes it so accurate and just an absolute pleasure to use. Right, so we've also fitted the brand new Garmin Kraken electric trolling motor to this boat. So we've modified the bow, custom fabricated a mount for it, installed a 75-inch shaft on there. It's connected to a 36-volt 120 amp hour battery, so with that battery we're producing 100 pounds of thrust. We've just done the commissioning on the water here down at Gosford Waterfront, and with a heavy boat, so let's say 3 anglers, 3/4 a tank of fuel, and going into the wind, we're doing around 3.8 knots at full power, and incredibly quiet and drawing around 60 amps at 36 volts. So it's a very, very impressive electric trolling motor, and of course it's also interfaced back in through the Garmin GPS map screens here, or if you've got eco map screens, it's also interface there. So you've got full control through the screens, driving the Kraken, controlling it, sending it to a destination in a very similar fashion that you would using the autopilot. And then of course you also got the remote, which is hands down one of the best remotes on the market for electric trolling motors. Finally, we've also done a little bit of wiring tidy up on this boat. It's quite typical for boats of this age that the wiring is showing signs of age, wear and tear being in the saltwater environment. So we've done a nice rewire behind the dashboard, put some new fuse panels in, circuit breakers, and nicely labelled everything to try and give this boat the best chance of reliability moving forward.